an out of character moment here before we start the video. If you hear any background noise, that's because my horrible neighbors have over gardeners that are using a chainsaw. I do my best to try and talk over it, but I guess we'll find out if it's noticeable when the video comes out. Greetings viewers, Not here, and today we're finally doing an eat or eat video on things you're actually meant to eat. Being a piscivore, this video is going to be right up my alley. Hagfish. Hagfish? Hagfish? Seriously? Not only are these the most disgusting looking things in the ocean, they produce slime when taken out of the water. Eat. Salmon, the best brand of fish I ever had. A pound of protein, calcium, piscivores, and dioxins in every bite. Eat. Catfish. I've had catfish every now and then, and it's honestly pretty good. Fried, regular, I'm always down for a bite. Eat mahi. Now, if I was to tell you I would like a nice plate of dolphin, you'd probably look at me like I was some sort of horrible monster. Little did you know though, this fish from the tropics is also called the dolphin fish. It's gotta be good if a seal's willing to steal one that's already been caught. Eat tilapia. Eat. Honestly, if there's any type of fish I could describe as tasting maggoty, it would be tilapia. Although that could just be the way it was prepared for me. Magikarp. So, according to the anime, Magikarp are just scales and bone. If that's true, why the heck do Pidgeotto and Pidgeot actively hunt these things? Eat. Tuna. If it's gonna be that gucky, mushy stuff you eat cats, it's gonna be a eat. Although, I have had tuna steak and that was decent, so it would be a eat. Sharks. Any kind. It is a total waste to just cut off the fins and throw back the rest. If you're gonna go through the trouble of catching such dangerous game, use the whole thing for your damn soup. Eat. River eel. I've never had eel, but I'm going to see why the Japanese like it. Eat. Moray eel. So you apparently can eat the most famous kind of eel out there. If you've seen any videos about the moray, you know that these things are actually kind of like doggos of the sea. Eat. I can never eat something that loves to cuddle. Electric eel. Fun fact, the electric eel is actually more related to catfish than eels. Now, while having a bite taken out of them would be a fitting punishment for being such big fat liars, I'm not into the idea of being shocked by my meal. Eat. Gopher eel. Eat. Apparently this thing is more bone than meat. Tuna roa. Polynesian god of eels would make a rather divine meal, especially when served with coconut meat. Eat. Anglerfish. This thing is basically a ball sack with teeth, and you expect me to eat it? Look, just because it's considered a delicacy in Japan, my character lives in a Japanese-style mansion, does not mean that I am that big of a weeb. Eat. Fur-bearing trout. I'd be willing to try trout, but I'm not into the idea of picking fur out of my teeth. Eat. Sardines. I've seen these things eaten a lot in cartoons as a kid, and while little 5-year-old me always wanted to try, adult me can't help but feel how gross it would be to eat fish that still have all their little scales and faces that have been sitting in a tin can for who knows how long. Eat. Sea bishop and sea monk. They're also called the monkfish and the bishop fish, so I'm counting them. Now, while they're both covered in scales and one is definitely more fish-shaped than the other, they both got vaguely people-y faces, and that's all I'd be able to think about if someone offered me a filet mignon of these things. Eat. Goliath grouper. Have you seen the size of these fish? Eat them before they try to eat us. Nino could probably just cut off the human-looking face. But if I eat the rest of it, I'm either cursed with immortality or may suffer a horrific death. Eat. Mackerel. For some reason its scales look like it might taste kind of tinny. So why would I still want to try and find out? Eat. Pufferfish. Like I said in the first video in this series, I don't want my first time trying fugu to also be my last. Just look at this video. How could I get anything that cute? Eat. Mambamon. It looks like it would slap me in the face if I tried to take a bite out of it. Eat. Rockfish. Mild, slightly sweet and flaky white fish, making it a versatile option for various culinary preparations. Hell, that's all I need to know. Eat. Blobfish. Did you know that every blobfish you see is dead? This is what they look like living their best lives in the depths of the ocean. This is what they look like when they wash up on shore. We've made a meme out of something that suffered, died, and became horribly deformed. Even if that's what it naturally looked like, it looks too slimy to actually taste very good. Eat. Snakehead. a species of fish that can breathe air and walk on land and is known for attacking and trying to eat anything that comes across its path. Fortunately, their flesh can absorb the flavors of any applied seasonings. Therefore, we can end a threat before it begins. Eat lionfish. As long as you rip off the venomous spines that make up its fins, lionfish are considered a delicacy and perfectly safe to eat. In fact, in some places you are encouraged to eat this fish because it's considered an invasive species. Eat anchovies. I used to like these things on my pizza when I was a kid, though now they're way too salty for me. Eat parrotfish. My favorite type of fish ever since I was a kid. You think it tastes like sherbet ice cream? Eat stonefish.
Hey, you wanna take a bite of this fish with venomous spines on its back, hides in the sand, and probably tastes like a rock butt crack?
Eat, idiot. Marlin. I conflicted on this. On the one hand, marlin tastes like steak with a sweet texture, and I just got back into eating steak. But on the other, it would also make a pretty decent trophy. Undecided. SCP-788. I like a hot plate of fish, but not so that would melt me, the plate's on, and likely the whole restaurant. Eat. Hold your mouth back. Don't worry. Be happy. Eat. Or fish. Yeah, okay, you can't tell me that people didn't mistake this for a sea serpent. But if there's this much fish, it surely means that there's a lot to eat, right? Well, according to one account, it is tough leather with a constant glazing of booger snot. So yeah, eat. Now, true, there's a lot of pollution in the ocean these days, but I'm still gonna enjoy all the fishy fruit she has to offer while I still can. This is Night saying, thanks for letting me share my thoughts. Please share yours with me.